All right, let's go. A live look at Brad Garlinghouse showing up at the Ripple offices on Thursday morning with RLUSD set to go live under full US regulatory approval. Then he shows up to the morning meeting.
Like a boss!
And I don't know about you, but I personally love waking up in a world where the following is true.
What does the SEC have to do with crypto?
Alright, so the big news is obviously this. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin gets NYDFS approval. Triggers rally. From Brad. This just in. We have final approval from the New York Department of Financial Services for RLUSD. Exchange and partner listings will be live soon. Now, Ripple hasn't officially confirmed any dates yet, although some are speculating it would be pretty amazing timing if it happens on Thursday, the same day that President-elect Trump rings the bell to open the New York Stock Exchange.
It's only my opinion, but okay. I've been right on just about everything.
But regardless of all that, although he has been right a lot, it seems like we are setting up for a little bit of a war of the stablecoins to see which one can distinguish itself as the dominant player.
I doubt Tether may continue to grow, but I doubt it will have the same market share in 2 years, let's say. So I think there's an opportunity, and I think bringing more liquidity on chain, bringing more liquidity on the XRPL is good for everybody in the XRP ecosystem.
Do you expect the market to expand, or do you expect to compete with these two stable coins to break into their existing client base?
I expect the market to really expand. And I will say, so the Ripple US dollar, not yet launched. We're operationally ready, but really important to us is having approval from the regulators. So New York Department of Financial Services is, it's up to them. They're reviewing our trust application.
I do think we will get legislation. Hard to know exactly when, but hopefully sometime the next year, given the election, it's hard to make predictions around that.
It seems like everyone is feeling optimistic.
My job is in jeopardy.
You've been like this irritating pimple on the cock of crypto. And Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin and XRP work together on the XRP ledger to streamline payments. RLUSD is pegged to the US dollar, offering price stability, which is ideal for businesses and users who need predictable value in transactions. While XRP is optimized for liquidity and cross-border speed, its price volatility makes RLUSD preferable for dollar-denominated transactions and regulatory compliance. So in a payment flow, the sender uses RLUSD for stability, while XRP acts as a bridge asset to convert RLUSD into local fiat like dollars, euros, or yen. RLUSD is also ideal for XRPL's DeFi applications, providing stable value for lending, borrowing, and trading. And theoretically, more RLUSD transactions means more activity on the XRPL. XRP as the native currency gets used for fees and bridges, driving its demand. Higher demand equals potential price increase. And if we take a look at this, 46 million in XRP leaves Binance. So we had a little flash crash where XRP dropped to about $1.94. Many of you were like this.
I'm going to be dying today.
No, you're not going to die.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
You're going home.
I'm going to die.
You're going home to your
Help me.
No, you're fine.
Help me.
You're not going to die.
Help me.
But whales were buying the cheap coins and then sending them off-chain to private wallets to watch the profits roll in. So if you got some of the cheap coins the other day, congratulations. Take a look at the chart here in a minute to determine if we might see a similar opportunity again. But this is an interesting take on what RLUSD could do for the price of XRP. People think RLUSD is going to send XRP to the moon immediately, but will it? First off, RLUSD approval has pumped the price up from $1.90 to $2.35. But this is purely a speculative pump and not one driven by fundamentals. Going on to say, the real pump will happen when the AMM LP are set up and people realize they can earn 5% APY on-chain with zero counterparty risk. Then you will see serious money flows into the XRPL. After that, exchanges will want to capitalize on this and so they will provide RLUSD staking while they directly lock XRP on the XRPL and make percent returns. Then for some reason we go from 0.5 to 0.7, so I really hope 0.6 wasn't very important. But it says people will look into swapping USDT to RLUSD and transferring them into their self-custody wallets. This allowing them to use RLUSD to buy XRP tokens, etc., using the DEX, and of course buying LP tokens to do what he says, make that 5 to 6% return on locking up those liquidity provider tokens. His take is that this will raise the overall demand for XRP, saying he's expecting this to happen from now until the end of February. And if we take a look at this, we can see today's CPI report confirms what many feared. Inflation is climbing and still above the Fed's 2% target. Yet markets are betting on near certain rate cuts at next week's FOMC meeting. There is now an 86% chance of an interest rate cut at this month's FOMC.
As my mother used to preach to me when I was merely a baby suckling at her tit, fuck your puts, fuck your cuts, fuck your calls. J. Powell will have you by the balls. What a visionary.
Let's take a look at the chart for XRP. Now, before we get into this, it's not necessarily the best time to be buying crypto using USD. As you can see, the Fear and Greed Index is showing the market is in greed at overbought conditions. However, if you are up on various altcoins or Bitcoin over the past month or so, you may want to look at some of these levels that we will lay out here. Currently, we are looking at this on a weekly time frame to try and limit as many false signals as possible. First off, the Relative Strength Index, or RSI, is showing us extremely overbought conditions. This is actually the fourth highest RSI level in the history of XRP. But if we look here at the stochastic RSI, if we stay above this 80 level, as we have been, we should expect to see the price continue to move up towards new all-time highs. However, if we head below the 80 level on the SRSI, definitely keep an eye on the orange box, which corresponds to the 0.618 and the 0.786 fib retracement levels. This is between $1 and $1.41. If we drop down here, definitely a great spot to begin dollar cost averaging in. If we end up heading higher, pay attention to this level around $3.30 as the first take profit zone. This target corresponds to the measured move from the original triangle breakout. And if we take a look at the chart on this view right here, we can also see the MACD had a bullish cross. Additional targets here on the weekly view show the fib extension levels of the previous bull cycles from 2017 and 2021, targets between $4 and $10. And there's also this trend line that corresponds to XRP getting to this $16 to $36 level. This trend line corresponds to the candle body closes chart on the monthly time scale. As we have talked about before, it's good to look at the candle body closes chart, especially on higher time frames like the monthly, as it will usually deliver even less false signals. And you can see past support and resistance levels here on the line chart, with the final targets here between $16 and $36. I'll bring you more XRP updates as they happen, and if you have a couple more minutes, you may want to check out this video right here. 5 altcoins that are literally like buying XRP at a penny. Until the next time, be safe.